What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the first major 2024 update for Modern Warfare 3, some surprise content, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new coverage going up over on detonated.com for those out there that prefer articles over videos like myself, and of course, plenty of tweets every hour on Detonated's Twitter. Really appreciate over 15,000 followers on that brand new account. As of today, though, we got the official end of the Codmas event for MW3 and even Warzone. That, of course, means the removal of any Christmas festivities, map reskins, modes, challenges, and rewards. All of that is now expired, but what's really interesting, as I noticed on stream earlier today, is that both Shipmas and even Hangover, the reskins for Shipment and High Rise, they are still in map rotation. For some reason, they still popped up pretty frequently in hardcore when I was searching, and I believe they're still in core as well. So, if anything, I'd say at least keep the Christmas Shipment, because it's not even really Christmas themed, it's just snowy, and we have a snowy map in Modern Warfare 3 already, which is Derail. Might as well keep that in and replace the carry forward version from MW2. I'd be down for that, but I think going forward they should at least leave these maps in private matches, or at least keep them in the random map pool, even if they aren't as frequent. But we also got the addition of Meet 24/7 today. For those out there that are a fan of the brand new small map that got added in Season 1, it's back, and it'll probably have a 24/7 playlist for the next week or even longer. COD updates also broke their silence today. Looks like devs are back in the office and working on some really interesting changes that are probably going to be reflected in some patch notes either at the end of this week or maybe some point next week. And unfortunately, no, the tier aftermarket part from week 3 that came out a little while ago now still doesn't work, and we know a fix is in the works, but along with that, they're investigating an issue causing players to be kicked due to inactivity despite being active in game. Also an issue where the squad widget displays the incorrect number of players in your squad, and an issue causing inconsistencies with equipping armor plates. Here's a big one though, which I've been talking about for a little while now. There is an issue, yes, for a lot of people with the event tab not being accessible. So despite that, event challenges do remain progressible and rewards can still be unlocked. They expect to release a fix in the coming weeks. Not the coming days, but the coming weeks. I can't even imagine how many players just don't know there's an event going on because they just don't have an event tab, maybe don't watch YouTubers or read tweets or articles. It's unfortunate, but like I've been reminding you guys of, just take a look at the event tab in somebody else's game or somebody else's stream just to know what milestones you have to hit, what challenges you have to do, and then from there, check your inventory to see if you've unlocked some of those items to kind of know where you're at in the event. If it's XP based, just track how much XP you're getting each game and just add that up, or just take a look at your reward inventory. If it's challenge based, just look for the pop-up in-game when you actually do something. But based on the wording, I do think we're probably going to get the biggest set of patch notes closer to Season 1 Reloaded, whereas we'll maybe get some minor ones maybe end of this week or at some point in the middle of next week. That gets me to my next point though, right? Raven Software did go ahead and confirm today that some weapon balancing to Warzone is going to be releasing in the middle of next week, and yes, that does include changes to the MTZ Interceptor. As we talked about in a recent detonated tweet, I think the balance for the meta as of right now is probably the best it's ever been for any Call of Duty Season 1. We're talking MW19, Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2. The meta's pretty reasonable right now. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Does it need some work? Yes. I mean, the meta could always use some work. It's always a little bit frustrating. Weapons are always going to piss people off, but I think as of right now, compared to recent years, it's all right. And luckily, there still are changes coming though, right? They're not just leaving it like this for a full season and a half. They're going to be making adjustments as needed. Raven's been really good with communication about the Warzone meta, but as you guys have been seeing footage of in the background, we do have the Vortex LTM here for MW3 multiplayer. Gameplay did surface a couple days ago thanks to an embargo that lifted for creators that got to capture early gameplay of just these maps behind the scenes. But today was everybody's first time playing the Raygun LTM on these Vortex maps. There's a playlist available for the next 2 weeks featuring remixes of Scrapyard, Rust, and even Quarry, and the game mode's a lot of fun. It's pretty addicting. It's just free-for-all, but you could bring your teammates into a match of Vortex, right? You can actually party up with your squad and go right into a public match, and then it's a big free-for-all. I love it quite a bit. Played it for many hours on stream earlier today. I saw some suggestions that they could have maybe zombified it a bit more. It is a zombies-themed event, but maybe they could have had anybody that didn't hold the ray gun into a zombie. Could have been like Turn from BO2. I suggested that maybe they could do a hot potato-like mode in something like Vortex, where whoever's holding the ray gun accumulates score based on how long they're holding it, not necessarily how many kills they get, because the score limit of this free-for-all mode is only 25, not 30 like a regular version of free-for-all, which is odd. Could also see team-based modes being added to these maps. I mean, that's what the creators got to play behind the scenes a couple of weeks ago. TDM, Kill Confirmed. Would be cool if maybe there was 1 or 2 ray guns that spawned into a game mode like that, a little variant of TDM or KC on these exact maps. So it'd be cool if just more modes were offered for these experiences. People out there don't get too burnt out of just the free-for-all. The ray gun is a bit slow and tough to handle at times, but it's always a one-hit kill. You could do splash damage to yourself, itself, so you can insta-die, and what that does is it actually despawns the ray gun and just places it in one guaranteed spot on the map itself. Now, aside from that, you could shoot enemies' feet and get a hit marker, but if you hit any shot on their body, it's always going to be a one hit. I'm surprised they don't make you reload this ray gun. It just has infinite ammo, and you can just keep going with it, but I would also suggest maybe adding in some quick fix ability where every time you hit a shot on somebody, you get your health back, because once you pick up a ray gun, you have none of your equipment on you. No stims, no throwing knives, none of that. So it's high risk, high reward when using the ray gun in this mode, but you probably noticed there's a bug on Scrapyard specifically, or Spore Yard, where one of your spawns is just broken. It'll kind of throw you into a wall and you're stuck there for a little bit. So that's kind of funny, but I think Scrapyard or Spore Yard is the best map for Vortex. I think it's the best pace experience for it. I think the spawns are the best. Rust is just always hectic, but if you guys want the fastest pace action, you can find it there. If you guys are camel grinding, it's also not a bad idea to do it on Vortex, even though the matches are fairly short. But then when it comes to Quarry, the map looks gorgeous, as you'll see footage of. I mean, it's the closest to hell that you could probably get to. I recommend playing as Spawn while you guys play it. It's badass, but I think like any match of Quarry, it plays a little slow, a little campy. I mean, it's not exactly the best map, but it'll be the longest match you play of Vortex compared to the other two maps. But overall, if you just want to camp in a room with the ray gun, you could probably get away with that until an enemy actually throws equipment at you. And again, once you kill anybody with the ray gun, it immediately goes in your hands, right? But when the match does begin, somebody randomized has the ray gun already. And the problem though is that if you guys trade, right? If you kill somebody with the ray gun as they shoot you, if you guys do a full even trade, the ray gun sometimes bugs out for the entire game, but still marks an enemy in your match as if they have it. Because yeah, whoever has the ray gun in your match is outlined in red, is marked on attack map, but if the ray gun bugs out, it still marks an enemy even if they don't have it. So that's definitely a severe bug that'll probably be fixed in the next couple of days. But overall, enjoy this while it lasts for the next 14 days. Now, looking at the rewards from the event itself, as you guys have probably seen if you have an event tab, we do have a weapon sticker, a consumable, large decal, a double weapon XP token, a ghost fire charm, a skullfire large decal, a volcanic emblem, a little rusty calling card, a battle pass XP token, a winged fire weapon sticker, another hour of XP, a forged in flames calling card, a putrid skulls weapon sticker, another hour of double weapon XP, followed by, last but not least, the animated magma camo for what is set to be a requirement of 458,000 total XP. That's actually not the case. COD Updates actually posted a follow-up as I was making this video, so I had to go ahead and slip this in. You're actually supposed to go ahead and earn 1.2 million total XP to get the brand new universal camo. I know I was confused as well because I hit the initial requirement that the event tab tells me to, and it says I unlocked the camo, but I still don't have access to it. So now this makes sense, but a lot of people out there are about to be confused. Unless they catch up with Twitter or check out videos like these, people are going to be a little confused. The requirements to get some of these rewards are drastically different from what the event tab tells us to do. So hopefully this is really clear now for the sake of how you go ahead and truly beat this event. Considering how long the event is, a good 2 weeks, I think it makes sense that they went ahead and extended how much XP you actually need to get everything. But also a reminder too, you get a 1000 XP boost if you guys own the new Ultra Horse War skin that just came out a couple of days ago. So that's how the event works as of now. But notice how none of the rewards that I just mentioned include that scorpion looking emblem that leaked out a little while back. It's unclear what that's tied to. Is it truly for a Mortal Kombat crossover? I highly doubt it. I think that would have fit perfectly with one of the rewards of this cataclysmic like event, but now it's a little unknown where that fits in. It could literally just be a free item that drops at some point through a random free bundle, could be a part of a paid bundle, another event at some point soon. Who knows what's going on with this, but I'll keep you guys posted about the mysterious scorpion looking emblem. Now today we also got the release of week 5 challenges for Modern Warfare 3. For those out there that want to go ahead and get a brand new aftermarket part, today we got the Jack Signal Burst, and it can enable both the Holger 5.56 and even another weapon as you'll see on screen, and you're going to get a hard-hitting 4-round burst attachment on some of these weapons here, and it actually feels pretty damn solid. Kind of reminds me of the M8 from Black Ops 2, even though it's not quite the same, but it feels pretty damn solid. It does a lot of damage, as you guys probably saw a lot of gameplay of on stream earlier today. But again, you only have to do 5 total weekly challenges to go ahead and get this aftermarket part, and you could do them in either multiplayer, zombies, or even Warzone. The challenges are pretty straightforward today, probably some of the easiest we've gotten. They pretty much just require to use the Holger, which makes sense because that's the weapon that you get the aftermarket part for. The challenges are super straightforward, right? Like I said, you'll get it done pretty quick. You can do maybe 2, 3, 4 in a single game of multiplayer if it's a longer match, and the ones in Zombies in Warzone are also very, very easy. So you guys won't have any issues with going ahead and completing these. But yes, we're also progressing towards the unlock of the upcoming Coherence Universal Camo, which you'll get after, I think, doing 8 different weeks of challenges for Season 1. Now, lastly, today we got the release of the Dark Rituals 4 bundle. People out there are calling it the worst Dark Rituals bundle since the launch of MW2 last year. That game did release 3 different Dark Ritual packs, and I think they got better as time went on, but the one we got today isn't really that great, at least according to a majority of the COD community. It's fairly expensive, and the skin isn't all that, doesn't look that great. The blueprints are okay, they are animated, but the tracers are probably the best part of the bundle itself. I mean, for those out there that do care about cosmetics here, and there really isn't that much more to this bundle. As I talked about in a previous video, we're seeing a lot of inflation with bundles right now, where they're costing upwards of 2,800 COD points, but featuring less content than packs that also cost the same price in games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops Cold War. So I'm gonna guess bundles are just gonna get better as the seasons go on. It still is the best first season of bundles that we've seen, but underwhelming compared to the last couple seasons we got of Modern Warfare 2. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. That's our first major update for 2024 here for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Got plenty more coverage on the way for you guys over the next couple of weeks as we build up to some marketing for the mid-season 1 update. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.